is. We live, baby. We live. We live in effect. What's up with you? What's up with you, baby? We here. Vanessa tuned in early. Shout out to Vanessa, baby. Vanessa up in here early. Salute to Vanessa, man. Let's get it, y'all. We here early in the morning. All right, early in the morning. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Hold on. Let's make sure everything good. Let's go. All right, everything looking good right now. All right. Back up on that. Everything looking good right there. All right, cool. Let's do it, y'all. Early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, comment, and subscribe on a Friday morning. We in the building right now. What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? Hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you at in the world. What up, Vanessa? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, share button, subscribe button. Man, we here. Let's talk about it. Huh? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right? Hope everybody doing good. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some H2O. What up? What up? R30 in the building. R30, you up too? Let's do it. Let's do it. Is the audio visual looking good? Is the audio visual looking good? Let me know if the audio visual is looking all right. Let me know. We can try to fix it. All right, man. Here, y'all. All right, we got 2 more days into our boy play. 2 more days until Shador start his second starting job for the Cleveland Browns, man. All right, let's talk about it. So, press conference, man. Our press conference happened the other day. All right, and they asked about one of the reporters asked about the sabotaging of Shador. Y'all know we all been talking about the sabotage of Shador because we all believe that Shador was being sabotaged. Not everybody. Everybody don't believe he's been sabotaged, but a lot of us do believe he's been sabotaged, right? One way or another, we all believe that, right? Okay. So, somebody finally went to the press conference and finally asked Shador about the sabotaging, right? Played it exactly how he's supposed to play it. Some people believe he should have said, "No, man, Kevin Stefanski ain't sabotaging me. We are brothers. We're happy and we colored, giving me a high five," right? So you got some people believe he should have did that. He should have turned to the Wayans brothers and said, "No, we're brothers. We're happy and we colored. Give me a high five." I really believe that. And some people, some people believe he just should have told a lie. In my opinion, I'm glad he did it, right? Play the media game, brother. Just play the media game. Kiss up to Stefanski. Well, his father never did that, so I don't believe he should have to do that, right? I'm cool with that, right? He don't need to play the media game where he needs to kiss everybody's butt, right? And that's what some of these media people believe. Just play the media game, kiss up to him. Nah, bro, they not built like that. It's the Sanders, bro. They don't gotta do all that, right? So some people believe he should have just kissed up to Sabansky. Oh yeah, he's like a father figure to me. Do all that weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's like a father figure. Oh, everything's been on the up and up. Yeah, bro. Nah, bro. We not doing that. Okay. Shador, no, we wouldn't go let him ride with that if he tried it anyway. Okay. And plus, he's not even built like that just to tell a lie. You want me to lie about our relationship? That's sad, bro. That lets you know how the society is. Just play the game. Play the game? What game you want me to play? Just say that everything's going good, so get on his good side. Kevin Stefanski has already got his mind made up. Why do I need to lie about something that everybody know? The whole staff know what it is. The whole community know what it is. Everybody in the world know what it is. Why do I need to get in front of the camera and say, "No, guys, this is not happening. No, I'm not. I'm getting all the reps." So you want him to lie about the reps? You want him to lie about the relationship? You want him to lie about everything? Why would he do that when he know that we all see it? We talk about it every day. I talk about it. Everybody, even Deion talks about it. Deion Sanders Jr. talk about it. The fans talk about it. So you want Shedeur to get up there and just tell a whole lie when everybody know that's not true. I don't understand that. No, you taking shots at the coach, and it's not gonna end. Don't you want to play? I don't think he needs to kiss up to play. Either you gonna let him play or you're not. Right? Either he's gonna play or he's not. I don't think he needs to kiss up to Kevin Stefanski just to say, yeah, man, please let me play, brother, please. I don't think that. I don't think he have to do that, and I'm glad he did it. I'm glad he didn't get up there and get upset, because he didn't get upset about it. I'm glad he didn't get frustrated when asked that, because he didn't get frustrated. I'm so glad he handled it with style and grace. And now, even with style and grace, I think you should have just kissed up to him. So you can't win. In life, you're going to learn that you can't please everybody, okay? That's one thing everybody must learn. You can't please everybody. If you go left, they're going to say you should have went right. You went right, they're going to say you should have went left. You go straight, they're going to say you should have went right or left. So you can't please everybody. You just can't do it. Who that is? Everything Underwood. What up, Evelyn Underwood? Evelyn, what up, Evelyn? What's good with you? So you can't please everybody. You have to learn that in your life, okay? In your life, just do whatever you want to do. Just do it and stand on it, because it's always gonna be somebody saying, "Why you do that? You should have did this. Why you do that?" So I'm glad he did not do that. I'm glad. Now, when it comes to Kevin Stefanski and Shedeur Sanders, it's very evident, it's very clear. You don't need anybody to tell you what it is. Now, do we know if he hates him? We don't know that. We don't know if he hates him. That's something we don't know. Okay, it could appear that he does. We don't know if he really hates him, but we do know that Dylan Gabriel is his guy, and Shador, he does not want, Shador does not get the same opportunities as Dylan Gabriel. That's something that nobody can tell us that's a lie, right? Not even Kevin Stefanski could come out and say, you guys don't know what you talk about. Yes, we do. Dylan Gabriel gets the baby treatment. He gets the bottle and the Pampers, right? He get all of that, the red carpet treatment. Shador don't get none of that. And that's fine. I'm fine with that. If Dylan Gabriel's your guy and you want to give him the red carpet and the baby treatment with the bottle and the Pampers and the potty training and all of that, cool. All right. In life, sometimes it's going to be like that. Even where I work at, right? Where I work, they got favorites and I'm not their favorite. I'm cool with that. I gotta work. I gotta, I get a little bit harder than others sometimes because I'm not their favorite. It is what it is. You might not like it. It might not be cool, but you understand it. And so Shedeur understand. Kevin Stefanski is a player coach. And sometimes when you play sports, that's all it is. Right? If you ever played a team sport, you see that there is favorites and then you just another player. That's all it is. You understand that. And I understand that. Right? I understand that too. I played team sports since a little kid. You could tell the favorites versus, the favorites versus the non-favorites. And that it is what it is. You might not like it. You might not, understand it, but it is what it is. And so that's what Shedeur that's all Shedeur said. Look, man, I didn't get no reps, right? The practices, he basically telling you it was all a lie, right? If you read between the lines, Shedeur is telling y'all, he's telling everything that they said was a lie. You just have to listen to him. And that's why some people are upset. Why are you saying that, Shedeur? You take the shots. No, he's telling the truth. They said it was a competition and they lied. If you listen to him, that's what he's saying. He's telling you this. Yeah, I didn't get the reps. I ain't get that. Nope, I ain't get that. I had to stay over there with the hungry dogs. I had to keep doing that. He telling you. He telling you everything they said was a lie. Now he's not gonna say that, but if you listen to him, you hear it. You can see it. And some of the Cleveland media just don't want to accept it. Some of the people, the pundits, they just don't want to accept it. No way Kevin Stefanski will ever try to sabotage Shedeur ever. Shador is telling you all that stuff was a lie. If you listen to him, but you got the NFL people, then you got the NBA people, and then you got some of the media. They don't want to believe. There's no way, no way. I know Stephen A. Smith. I know his daddy. All that stuff don't matter. Shador is the one dealing with this. Shedeur is the one dealing with this. I'm not dealing with it, or the other people. If Shedeur tell you I never got no goddamn reps, you better believe him. If Shedeur tell you that I was put in a position that I never been in before, you better believe him because he deal with it every day. If he tell you that people are saying stuff about him that's not true, believe it. Why y'all getting on there? I don't believe this. He's telling you they're doing it. We're going to show the video. We will show the video. Look at Shedeur's face when he talks about Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski. It's night and day. This is so simple, and they still get up every day. He don't be happy about talking about Kevin. Is Shedeur happy talking about Kevin? Hell no, because it's all real, authentic. When he talk about Andrew Berry, you see all the teeth. All the teeth. Because Andrew Berry makes it, when he played the Panthers game, went down there, what up, baby? Yeah. When he won against the Raiders, came in the locker room, gave him a big ass hug. Kevin Stefanski don't do none of that. You know why? Because Dillon Gabriel is Kevin Stefanski guy. So when Kevin Stefanski talk about Dillon Gabriel, see all teeth. All his teeth. Oh man, Dillon Gabriel, all his teeth. All the teeth. When he talk about Shedeur, yeah, Shedeur, he's a young player. You don't see no teeth. When Kevin talk about Shedeur, no teeth. Talk about Dillon Gabriel, all teeth. It is what it is. So when people are like, no, it's not sabotaging. Yes, it is. It's favoritism versus sabotage. If you ever been on a team sport, you've seen it. I seen it before. We all seen it. In the NBA, they do it. NFL, they do it. They do it in all sports. You be like, why they not in? They are the best option to be in. No, you're not getting in. You even see pro athletes saying this. Like, bro, they do interviews, man. I don't know what. Coach got something against me because I don't know what's going on. Coach got something against me, bro. I don't know what's going on. He always got an attitude. He be cutting my minutes. He don't be letting me play. I don't know what's up with this guy. Go look at the interviews. They say it all the time. Yeah, coach out here tripping. Remember with the Lakers, what's his name? What's the bald head name? I forgot his name. He kept playing Prince, right? He kept playing Prince over the other guys that can play better. So sabotage don't mean you gotta be, I'm a call and plot against you. Sabotage can mean in a lot of ways. You can be sabotaged in a lot of ways, right? So it don't mean that they calling around. Don't draft them because they do that. Don't play them. They do that. But when you're on the team, they can just like, you know what? We ain't letting you in. That's sabotaging because you playing for contracts. You playing for endorsement deals. You playing for maybe another opportunity somewhere else. And if you don't get to get in and make no tape, you get sabotaged. So Shedeur got sabotaged more than one way. And people now don't believe the NFL. Yes, come on, man. If you've been watching NFL for years, NFL is known for sabotaging players. So I don't even know why you got people who get up there who've been doing journalism and all of that for 15, 20 years just lie like that. I don't understand this stuff. I don't understand why they just lie so much. We can't just go back and watch. We can go back and watch. Okay, let's go back in 1975. Let's see what the articles. Got articles over there. Let's go back in 1980 something. They got articles about that and people talking about it. Let's go back to 1999. You got articles and players talking about sabotage. So it's like, I don't understand why these, like Stephen A. Smith and all of them, they just say, oh, I don't know. It's true. We all know it because players talk about it all the time. Yeah, man, I don't know. Coach out here tripping, bro. Yeah, you right, man. They really do it. Then they get it. Then when they get on a radio show, yeah, man, they start telling the truth. So I don't understand. Coach Stefanski, he want to win. If he want to win, Why did it take so long for Shador to get on the field if he want to win? See, you got to understand that these coaches and GMs, they are trained to lie to you. It's called being politically correct. Remember that when you grow up, remember growing up, they say, "Oh, you just being politically correct," right? They're not talking about politics. They talk about you're just saying the right thing just to say it. Am I right? That's the term called politically correct. You're going to say the right thing just to get it over with. It don't mean it's the truth. You're just going to just say the right thing. They do it all the time, right? They do it all the time. They get in front of the camera. Oh man, we just got to be better. We just got to be better. When you know damn well it ain't you. You know damn well that's not the truth. This player been bullcrapping. This player been lollygagging. This coach is not good for the team. Instead of saying that, they're gonna be politically correct. That's all they're gonna do, and they're gonna keep doing it. And we can see through it. After a while, you're gonna see politically correct is just I'm just gonna say this and then run off. Even in politics, even in real politics, they do that all the time. Oh, it's this, and then they get off. Like, then no. What are you talking about? So when it comes to Shedeur being sabotaged, Shedeur knows he's being sabotaged. He's not gonna say it, but he knows. And if you look at his face and his demeanor, it would tell you, oh yeah. Shedeur understands being drafted in the 5th round, you probably not going to play the first year. It's called, red shirting or whatever, right? He understands that. Cool. He wasn't tripping. He understood that. But when you go out and tell people you got a fair chance, give me a fair chance, yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? First time without his dad is kind of crazy. So you gotta get that out too. It's his first time without his dad around. You gotta understand that. First time without his brothers around. It's a lot of first time with Shedeur. You ever moved out of town or moved alone? It's you gotta get used to that, right? You gotta get used to being not in your parents' place or not being a roommate. You got to get used to that. So this is his first time. His dad not his coach. His brother's not always around. So he got to get used to all that. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. Just gotta. All that is not there anymore. It's not there. And then he's used to being the quarterback right out the gate. He's used to being the starting quarterback right out the gate. So now he got to get used to that. So it's a lot of stuff to get used to. And people start making fun of him. Look at him, man. I mean, what? And then look, his dad was going through cancer. His dad was going through cancer through the whole ordeal. And Deion said, nah, he got enough on his plate. I ain't going to tell him until after the draft. Come on, man. We live in a world where we live in a crazy world, and I accept it. I understand it. I don't let it get to me. But pay attention where they don't mention the cancer, though. Deion is distraction, but they don't mention the cancer, though. They don't mention toes being cut off, and he get right back up. They don't mention none of that. Toes being cut off. He keeping cancer from his family so they can focus on football. They don't mention none of that. And he get right back up and come right back outside again. And he get right back up again. He had to get surgery again. What do he do? Get right back up again. They don't talk about none of that. Oh, your daddy. Is his daddy this? No, bro. That's life. Eventually, your kids will have to move on from you. Eventually, your kids will move out your house or go on and live out their dreams. That is just the circle of life. They are really upset that this young man has been chosen to not just build up communities. I want you to understand this is bigger than football. When they talk about biblical, I want you to understand this is biblical right here. Oh, y'all tripping, man. No, we ain't tripping. We see it all over the world. It's not too many people can galvanize the world to come together. It's not too many people can do that. Not too many. Not too many. Oh, yeah, right. You guys are glazing. He ain't all that. And his daddy this. It don't matter what you say. You don't have the last say so in none of this. And we tried to warn you about this because we've been following Deion and his kids for a long time. And no matter how many bumpy roads and stormy days and 30 days and 30 nights of rain, sleet, and snow, they always come out on top. They always figure out to outlast the snowstorm, outlast the rainstorm. No matter what articles you write that's lies, it don't matter. They keep rising up. And you get up every day knowing that you about to lie. And it don't matter. They keep rising up again. No matter how many times you give Dylan Gabriel all the chances in the world and Shador no chances, guess what happened? He started and you had to deal with it. No matter how many you don't want to give him the fair shot, it don't matter. You're going to have to deal with this. No matter how many days you get on these radio shows and podcasts and lie, he go to the game without the team. Why would you lie and say he go to the games without the team in Colorado when every video of the games are recorded? Why would you get on the radio and repeat that he goes to the games without Colorado when every game is recorded? Every time they show up to the game is recorded. Every away game is recorded. Every away game is recorded. And you would get on the radio and lie and say, "Yeah, man, remember that? The rumors that he don't go with the team." Every away game is recorded on YouTube by multiple channels, and he's there with the team every time. And you would get your ass on the radio. Yeah, remember the rumors? Act like it's true when you could just go to the channels and see he's there every away game with the team. And they would sit up there and lie every day. Every day they lie on Shedeur and they make up stories and headlines and then they get up there. "I don't know. It could be true. I don't know. It could be true." How you don't know? Yeah, they all swear they connected too, don't they? "Oh, well, we connected. We've been doing this." How the hell G. Bush got more connections than you and you've been doing this longer than him? How G. Bush got more inside connections than you and you've been doing this longer than him? How he get more accurate information than you and you've been doing this longer than him? "I don't believe G. Bush. The players talk to G. Bush." I mean, you've been doing this longer. They don't even talk to you. Come to find out, everything G. Bush said was true. The players come out and say, "Man, we rocking with 12. Let's get it, baby." Everything G. Bush said, according to the players and other people in the building, has came out to be true. And they said that man was a liar. He ain't got no sources. They don't talk to him. The players don't DM him or text him. And it came out to be true. Everything he said, it was true. And then the people who've been doing it for 15, 20 years, close to the Browns, go to the practices, they made out to be liars. So how is that possible, y'all? How is that possible? I don't know. It's sad that these people are coming together trying to lie on Shador. Even Mary Kay Cabot. Why would Mary Kay Cabot go to the Browns facility and watch all of this stuff unfold every day and go on camera and lie like that? Why would Tony Grassi go to the facility, feel the energy around, watch the practices, and then get on camera and lie like that? There's one thing to like somebody, the game, right? That's what, like, you can like somebody game and admit that this person is better than your favorite person. You can always like somebody game better, but you can still admit that this guy is better than your favorite person. And we live in a society where people do not want to admit. It don't matter how much you like somebody, this person or player or players is better than the people that I admire. And it's okay to say that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you guess what? They have to make up this lie. So you lied about the interview. And then everybody bought into it. Then they say, oh, it's his arm strength. His mechanics ain't good. Find out that was a lie. Oh, you know what? No, it's his daddy. His daddy is going to be a distraction, and everybody's scared of his daddy taking the job. Come to find out, that was a lie. Oh, you know what? It's the legendary brand. The legendary brand is it's too much. Come to find out, that was a lie. He been saying legendary since he was a kid. That's been his thing since he was a kid. Bucky plays the old videos all the time. Him wearing a watch, been doing that. Him wearing a jewelry, been doing that. That's their daddy. So wearing watches and jewelry and being confident, that's been since they was little kids. They've been doing that. And Bucky shows the videos all the time. That's how you know. Instead of them doing research, real journalism, I'm a journalist. Ain't that what they say? I'm a journalist. I do. Instead of doing research on the Sanders, they rather just listen to rumors. Instead of doing real research on the Sanders before you go live, they rather listen to rumors. What's that favorite song? Spreading all these rumors. Cry to me every day. Just spend some time to get away. Huh? Look at all these rumors. Can't take it no more. They didn't make that song for no reason because that's what people been doing that from the beginning of time. Listening to rumors. Can you fact check that? Nah, man. How is rumors facts if you ain't fact checking? How is your opinion facts if you ain't fact checking? We live in a world where rumors are facts and your opinion is facts without actually putting facts up against your opinions and rumors. What? Legendary, that's been his thing. Well-off media, been their thing. Well-off and Legendary was born a long time ago. So don't get up here talking about, yeah, you Legendary, you want to see you be legend. Legendary is more than sports, you fucking idiots. Do your research. He explained to you already what Legendary. Legendary is not just sports. It's life. It's a lifestyle. Overcoming, learning, building, understanding. He told you a long time ago. But guess what? They don't care. They think Legendary is about sports. You want to be legendary? Go out there and prove it. Legendary is about falling down, getting back up. Being legendary is about falling down, getting back up. Being legendary is getting put in situations, uncomfortable situations, and rising above it. Being legendary is figuring out how you're going to maneuver through the situation, uncomfortable situation. All that play, it's a lifestyle. It's about how you deal with things, how you overcome things, how you treat people. Legendary is all that in one. And they think it's only about sports. They really believe Legendary brand is only about sports when he already told you it's all of that. Overcoming things in sports, life, relationships, everything. But do you think they care to learn about that? No. They really think it's only sports, bro. They really believe that. Hey, you want to be legendary? Go out there. You better be legendary tonight or your career over. So if he don't be legendary against the 49ers, his career over. He don't be legendary against the Raiders, his career over. Oh, he didn't get legendary in a half, his career over. Man, what are you talking about, man? If you a hater, just say you're a fucking hater, bro. I'd rather you just say, I'm a goddamn hater. Wake up every day and admit that you're a fucking hater, and I'm cool with that. You're a career over if you don't do this. Man, shut up, man. One thing we know for sure, Shador is really him for real. And you got to deal with that. Shador is him for real, and you got to deal with it. No matter how many, he ain't good. Yeah, whatever you say. Mm-hmm. How come he get to start another game then? What happened? It's just the Raiders. Oh, it's the Raiders, huh? You ain't learned yet, huh? Y'all still ain't learned, huh? All right. Okay. You still ain't learned, huh? Now it's just the Raiders. Well, he got lucky on the screen pass. He wouldn't have a touchdown. So the screen pass don't count? We all know the screen pass count. So when Gabriel do all those short passes and stuff, it's beautiful mechanics. It counts. But if Shador do a screen pass and it scores, it really don't count. And we know. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all running out of excuses. You running out. You just pulling out stuff out the thin air. We ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro. You gonna have to deal with this shit. We tried to warn y'all. Leave us alone, bro. Don't try to treat us like you treat everybody else, because we ain't one of them. We tried to warn y'all. Don't try to treat us like you treat everybody else, because we ain't going for it. Y'all did Deshaun Watson like that. Y'all did all the players like that. Guess what? We ain't going for that shit, though. We ain't going to stand for it. You're going to have to deal with us every day. So you could cry about it. Oh, the Shedorians, this and Shador. We don't care. We ride it down every single day. We don't care about, y'all can cry all y'all want. We don't care. We know what moves the needle. Shador moves the needle with ticket sales, jersey sales, attendance sales, everything. Tailgates. He do all that. He brings in the eyes, the money, all that. So of course and he can play. 3 days of practice, and y'all act like, we don't know. You don't know what? You don't know what? We don't know if he can learn. So another narrative of a dumb black man in NFL. So why we got to keep dealing with he's a dumb black male in it? Why we got to keep dealing with that? We don't know if he can learn. How you don't know? Did you watch him? The Colorado, like you trying to use that Colorado tape as it's like that's the end all be all. Bro, he ain't have no offensive line. It is what it is, bro. He didn't have an offensive line. It is what he got to run for his life. It is what it is. Well, NFL, you can't do that. Guess what? Fine. If you say I can't do it, and I gotta stop doing it, guess what? I'm a make sure I learn it. And what did he do against the Raiders? Did not run backwards one time. Guess what, y'all? Guess what? They still out here crying. So he improved not running backwards, and they still cry. He start throwing he start throwing the ball away. They still cry. So he didn't run backwards. If he didn't see he threw the ball away, they still cry. I watched the 49er page yesterday, right? I want y'all to listen to this. This is how crazy this shit is. I watched the 49er page yesterday. Because they do the pregame preview game, right? It's a preview game. I watched it yesterday. You know what they said? Oh man, Shador is trash. This is a 49ers page doing a preview of the Browns and the 49ers game coming up, right? And it's cool. Everybody do that. We all do it. They said Shador was trash. That's what they said flat out, bro. I said, wait. What? Yeah, Shador was fucking trash, man. And it's like, I'm trying to figure out, how can a first starter that y'all say wasn't good break records, generational years records, curses, and say he ain't good? He was trash. 2 of the longest passes of the season on his watch. 13 games straight that they didn't win on the road? That's over with. 20-some years, whatever, ain't went on the road? That's over with. First time they win on the road in the season? That's over with. So you break all those first rookie to win on. So you got all those records, break all those records in one game. Oh, that nigga trash, man. He garbage, man. He trash. And it's like, you know what it is? People know. You know what I learned growing up? When you got the it factor in the the glow, you feel when you got that last dragon glow, people gonna try to dim your light every chance you get. When you got that last dragon glow, right? They're going to try their best to act like you ain't got it. They're going to try their best to act like you ain't nothing. You trash. You garbage. Or they're going to try to compare you to somebody else way up there that they can't even do it. They're going to try to put you way up there, compare you to somebody way up there, even though they don't even compare way up there. If you listen to the commentary on Shedeur, that's exactly what they're doing. Oh, he ain't this. He didn't do this. He's a rookie. What are you talking about? Is he not a rookie or not? Y'all said he a rookie and need to learn. And so now he ain't a rookie and he just trash. Which one is it? Y'all said he a rookie and he need to learn. Well, there it is. You got to keep it like that. Let him get in there and learn. Now when he get in, oh man, he trash. Get out of here. Get a new quarterback. I thought you said he was a rookie, need to learn and not play. You said he don't need to play this year. He need to learn and all of that. So how come he just can't stay like that? Why it changed when he get in there? When he get in there, now it's, oh yeah, he trash. Get him out of there. Yeah, no. He a rookie and he going to keep progressing, and that's how we leaving it. Shedeur got that glow. Look at his teammates. All 32 teeth. All his teammates got all the, yeah, Shedeur, baby, he got that energy. Ooh. It's nothing against Dylan Gabriel. It's just, it is what it is. I'm the same way. When I go into work, everybody is happy to see me when I come into work because I bring that what they call it, that Christ energy, that God energy, that pure energy. I bring it to work, and so people are happy to see me. Hey, yo, Lee, what up, Lee? Hey, what's up, baby? You know what it is. I do that. So when I get to work, I build people. They smile. They happy. What up, baby? What's good with you? They like to copy whatever I say. They like to copy. When I laugh, they want to laugh. They don't even know what I'm laughing about. That's how crazy. I be laughing at work. People start laughing. They don't even know what I'm laughing. Because that's just what I do. And guess what? I got haters at work. They can't look at him. Who is that? Yeah. I've been there for 16 years and I still got haters mad because I brighten people's day when I come to work. Oh yeah. So it is what it is. They not you. Okay. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us, man. They not like us, so they mad. Well, I can't make people happy like that. No, look, no money, no nothing, just me. I show up instantly. Oh, what's up, baby? Oh, what's up with you? What's up with you, baby? You know what it is. What's good with you? Let's do this. So that's what's going on with Shedeur. And guess what? Tony knew it. Mary Kay Cabot knew it. Aditi knew it. They all know when he come in the building. Huh? You ever watch those movies or those TV shows when the sergeant come in? When the sergeant come in, you already know what it is. Come on, man. Just respect it. No, what about Dylan Gabriel, man? This ain't got nothing to do with Dylan Gabriel, dog. Dylan Gabriel is who he is. But Shedeur is who he is. And you know what's funny? They all said Dylan Gabriel was better, but they didn't interview him. I want y'all, come here. This is how you know they all know they was lying. They all said Dylan Gabriel was better, but never interviewed him. So Tony Grossi never interviewed Dylan Gabriel all the time. He got his own show. He been out there on the field, but never. Mary Kay Cabot was on the field damn near every day. Never. But she made sure she got Shedeur, though. Ask yourself, how is that possible? How is that possible that they all was saying Dylan Gabriel was better, but they never got him on their radio show? They never got him on their podcast, but they always cry about us. It's Shedeur fans. You can build it up. How come you never build up Dylan Gabriel? You could have. Do you know how many fans Dylan Gabriel would have had if they all would have interviewed him once a week? Once a week, Mary Kay Cabot. Once a week, Tony Grossi. Once a week over there. Once a week over there. How come they didn't help build his social media presence? They had a chance to do it. They never did it, y'all. It's always Shedeur. Shedeur in a title. Shedeur in a title. Shedeur in a title. No, talk about Dylan Gabriel. If they talk about Dylan Gabriel, just better. If they talk about Dylan Gabriel, he got to be better than Shedeur. No, just talk about Dylan Gabriel. Leave us alone. Leave him alone. They never did it. Not once have they ever talked about Dylan Gabriel without comparing Shedeur. Not one time. And so when we say sabotage, and we got the footage to see that y'all was coming together trying to sabotage and trying to downplay Shedeur, you know, he just got the accuracy, but his brain is not there. No, we're not going to play the white guy smarter than the black guy. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not going to let you play the white guy is smarter than the black guy with us. Y'all did it with everybody else. We wasn't there. But with this young man right here, we ain't going to let you get away with it. We shoot, we rock, we going to bomb on your ass every chance you get. You could cry all you want. We don't care. We're not going to let you say the white guy is smarter than the black guy. That's why he can't get no reps. And that was the lie that they kept on pushing. Now, why would these white medias push that? Why would they say that? You're making it about race. I ain't making nothing about nothing. It is what it is. Why would this white media say the white guy is smarter than the black guy? And it come to find out that was a lie. How is Shedeur performing better than him? He had all the reps and Shedeur is performing better than him. It's time to revisit everything they said. Rewind. Y'all said the black kid is too stupid to catch on. Come to find out, he don't need all that time to catch on. Wait a minute. Wait. The black guy is too dumb to catch on. The white guy get the red carpet, but the black guy get 1 week and he looked better than the white guy who had all the reps from the training camp to now. You lied. Will you apologize? Of course they're not going to apologize, man. You can't make it. We're not making it about nothing. It is what it is. They actually said that he's dumb in so many words. He's too damn slow. He can't get it. Anybody knows that offense is too damn easy for Shedeur to run. Everybody knows Shedeur can run that offense in his goddamn sleep. Anybody know? Dink it, dunk it, dink it, handoff, dink and dunk. What? Never go down the field, never throw down the field, dink and dunk, handoff, dink and dunk. Yeah, Shedeur too slow, he can't run that. Come to find out, that was a lie. All this stuff was lies. And this is why, when we watch the video, we're going to watch it, you see when he talk about Kevin Stefanski, you don't see no teeth. When Shedeur talk about Kevin Stefanski, no teeth. Because you know why? He know exactly what his ass was doing. Bullshit. BS. Don't ask me to stand up for Kevin Stefanski if he never stood up for me. And that's what I'm talking about. Why you didn't back your head coach up? He never backed me up. I ain't backing his ass up. And that's what I'm talking about. I ain't showing no teeth when I talk about him. I'm going to be very stern and straight face. Oh, yeah, it's a player-coach relationship. We going to watch the video, and that's it. The only reason our relationship get closer is because I'm the starter, and that's it. The time he spent with me on and off, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, but it ain't what y'all make it out to be. Mary Kay Cabot and all that. Why would he? Well, Mary Kay Cabot tried to use this. Well, he's going over film every practice. Shedeur came out and said, "That's the Hungry Dog film. That ain't the first team rep film. That's the Hungry Dog film. After practice and all of that. That don't really help me prepare for the game." Shedeur shut that down really fast. I don't know what the fuck they be talking about. And he do it so eloquently. If you don't pay attention, you don't see. He telling you everything they saying is a lie. If you pay attention to how he answers stuff now, he telling you everything they saying is a motherfucking lie. It's a goddamn lie. He's not gonna, if you just gotta listen to him. We gonna watch the video so y'all can see, man. Pay attention, y'all. He telling y'all, these niggas is lying. It's straight up BS. They lied to my face. They lied to me, man. They lied to me, man. And it's cool though. I had to figure it out. I had to take deep breaths. I had to go home, I had to do this, it's okay. You're allowed to do this. Don't let them tell you you can't do this. Don't let them tell you, damn, man, I got to figure this out. Don't let them tell you can't do that. Shedeur on the sideline by himself. What's wrong with you, Shedeur? Go be with your team. Nah, man, I don't like losing. I'm going to sit this one out. I'm gonna sit over here by myself. I don't like losing. I do the same thing. When I feel like I'm not in, I get quiet and I'll be by myself, straight like that. Don't let these people tell you don't be yourself. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna talk Rex Ryan, fat ass. Forget Rex Ryan. Who the hell was Rex Ryan any goddamn way? Huh? Turkey neck ass. Yeah, Shador, you need to do this and you need to do that. Like, goddamn, are you the white Whitlock? Rex Ryan turned into the white Jason Whitlock. God damn, every time he turned around, Shedeur. That's the white Jason Whitlock. Boy, hey, chill out, bro. Chill out with all this. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what time it is with us, man. Leave us alone. Yeah, Shador, you need to do this and this and it's what do you mean? We and this and that. And when you lose, it's you. Man, shut up, bro. Rex Ryan been so wrong every take about Shador, he been flat out wrong. And nobody checks him on it. They really sit there and let Rex Ryan lie on Shador and nobody say nothing. This is why we don't rock with these niggas. Every day they get up lying about Deion, lying about Shedeur, lying about the Sanders, and they sit there and watch these people lie on the radio and on TV. And it's like, bro, what's up with y'all niggas? This is why they stopped messing with Cam Newton. I rock with Cam Newton, but this is why they stopped messing with Cam Newton too. Travis Hunter and Shador, they stopped messing with him because he got on this podcast. Oh yeah, Shador. I forgot what he said. He said something about Shador. And it's like, bro, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Like, what you talking about, man? That's why they stopped messing with Cam Newton at. Because he got on his podcast and said some shit that he know he should never said. Like, when you are look, this is the problem with people, right? Even Kendrick Perkins, right? Kendrick Perkins went at LeBron James. He went at Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Guess what? They don't fuck with his ass no more. You know why? Because he know better. Why would Kendrick Perkins not be friends with Russell Westbrook, KD, and LeBron no more? Because he turned into the goddamn media. He started taking shots at them, knowing goddamn well if he was sitting next to him, he would never say that shit. He knew he would never say half the stuff he said about LeBron, KD, and Russ if he was sitting right next to him. He would never say that shit. But guess what? He turned it to that media. Yeah, man, LeBron ain't really lit, and LeBron need to stop doing this. LeBron like, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? What's wrong with you, dog? Why you saying this shit about me, dog? They already saying this. You know it's a lie. Yo, LeBron is the reason getting coach fired. Man, what the fuck is you talking about, Kendrick? Blocked. LeBron said that's enough. Blocked his ass. Yeah, Kevin Durant this and Kevin Durant that. Kevin Durant like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog? We used to be teammates, man. We played on the same team together. Why you talking about me in the media like this, dog? Block. Fuck you then. Yeah, Russ need to do this. Russ like, what the hell, bro? What? It's sad, bro. It's sad, man. It's sad that Kendrick Perkins will turn into media slandering his own brothers that he know if he was sitting right next to. My bad, y'all. My bad. We back, y'all. We back. He played with them and never said, Kevin Durant, yeah, you need to do this. He played with LeBron. He never said, LeBron, you're the reason why such and such got fired. You need to do this. He never said that stuff. He played with KD, Russ, and LeBron and never said the stuff he said in the media. And he went, I don't care if LeBron blocked me. I don't care. I'm a grown man. Bro, that's your friend, bro. You never dish your friend for the media. You never clown your friend for the media, bro. Never. You never clown your friend for the media ever in your life. That you don't do that stuff. That's why Stephen A. Smith always in trouble. Yeah, I had to get it. Yeah. Carmelo hit me up. Yeah, why you talk about me like this? Even Stephen A. Smith be doing it. Yeah, Carmelo called me about that. Yeah, man, what's wrong with you, dog? Stop get on there running your mouth. If I tell you something, that don't mean you get on and run your mouth. You can't trust these. You can't when these players you can't trust the media, bro. They always running their damn mouth. They're always running their mouth. Yeah, my sources. Bro, if they told you that, you're not supposed to go to work and tell them, they told. No! Remember Chris Broussard? Remember the players used to trust Chris Broussard? Remember that? And then he kept running his mouth. They stopped fucking with him. He run his mouth too goddamn much. They run their mouth too much, y'all. It's like they can't do their job without telling. Well, what's the name told me his pops. Even when it came to Kyrie Irving and all that. Stephen A. Smith, that ain't for the internet. That's why they did it off to the side. He go to work. Yeah, Kyrie Irving had a nervous step to me, and then his pops and up. Bro, Kyrie ain't speaking about that. Why you speaking about it? It's like they can't stop, bro. They just can't be trusted. They always gotta tell. This and that. And God damn, what the fuck? So Kendrick Perkins turned into that. It's like, that's why. That's the same thing when it comes to Deion. All those, like Rex Ryan and all them, when they see Deion, is they gonna say that about his son? Nope. How come when they meet Deion, they never say, "Hey man, your son is a nepo baby. Hey Deion, can we take a picture, man? Hey Deion, thank you, man. Hey man, you the GOAT." So why, when you see him, you don't say it, but when you off in there, you say all this stuff, bro. You can call it. You got his number. Just call him. They can't. We got the ratings, man. We got to talk about Shedeur. The ratings. Look. Shedeur is a 5th round pick. There's no reason for them to talk about him. Why they keep talking about him? Same thing with Bronny. Same thing with LeBron James and Bronny. He's a 55th pick, whatever. You don't have to talk about him. Why you talk about him? Why you talking bad about LeBron James' son? Why are you doing this? Why you talking bad about Shador? Why you doing it? 55th pick in 5th round. Look at that, y'all. 55th pick in 5th round got more headlines than the 1st round pick. Ask me that. When the last time you seen a 55th pick and the 5th round pick get more headlines than the 1st round pick? More media coverage than a 1st round pick. You ain't never seen that in your life. Because they value clicks and views. And then soon as they come out shoot at him, I'm just a journalist. Leave me alone. So you could talk about LeBron James parenting. You could talk about Deion Sanders parenting and being a distraction. But if they start shooting at you, I'm just a journalist. I'm just doing my job. And that's Stephen A. Smith, very cop-out. When Kevin Durant fired back, LeBron fired back, when everybody else fired back, hey man, I'm just a journalist. I'm just doing my job. Why you ain't do that to the white people? Why you ain't coming at the white people? Because you are one of us, nigga. What's wrong with you? We know what they gonna do. It's you. You one of us. Why you doing this? And then you do it over and over and over again. We know what Skip Bayless gonna do. We know what it is. We know what them other non-black people gonna do. We know what it is. We know what it is. They get paid to do that. But why are you doing it? That's the question. And Stephen A. Smith can't answer why he doing it. He can't answer it. He can't. He can't answer it. Hold on, man. Oh, it froze up. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up to 40. Get the likes up. All right, y'all. Y'all ready, man? Let's get. Okay, let's get some of these comments. Brown administrations are tards. Sturdy says Rex is losing coach with a foot fetish. 5th rounder was mainly NFL, didn't like his father, him being confident, and they didn't. Gobble gobble. What up, Naya? Naya, how you doing, baby? Naya in the building. All right, Vanessa says, Zach, I hear you, bruh, from Puerto Rico. Shout out to Puerto Rico. History proves that black is smart, even in the Cleveland receivers. Tough to build up little fella when he's not DG. Hey, that's real right there. That's real. That's real. Okay. I'm a female, by the way. Just call me Yunty. okay, Vanessa. Why do males pretend to be females in chat rooms? I don't know what's up with that. No other 5th rounder could be deal with Sanders had to. Yeah, you ain't lying. That go crazy. Shador is the GOAT. Right, they never had the same energy. All right, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, y'all. Hit the likes, y'all. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Let's get to the interview. Let's get to the interview, y'all. All right. Let's get to the interview. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Where my boy at? Where my boy at? Shedeur press conference. All right. Here we go. Let's do it, y'all. How many years has Allstate donated to participants? Get the likes up, share the video. Get the likes up, share the video. Let's go.
So when you went back and kind of looked at,
all right, here we go.
How you doing? Good, good. So when you went back and kind of looked at the game, what were the things that when you took away from it, you said, I really like what I did here, and really feel like this is things I needed to really, really work on and progress on?
I was really thankful for being out there, of course, and it's everything, in the midst of a game that you can progress in. When it comes to, like, even for when you're handing the ball off, locating defenders, understand, do close a little bit quicker, There's a lot of things that you could go back in a game and look back and want to redo.
Sure, you're like always trying to pull off.
Yeah.
But now
yeah, that was just jokes, man. That was jokes. A lot of people took that out of context, but you understand the past 6-7 months been hard, So I want to definitely be thankful that I am able to work out with those guys, and knowing I do have a great defense, and knowing I came this far. So I was truly amazed. I was truly happy, of course, in that moment that the work has been paying off, but I'm not comfortable.
I say that all to say, like, we expect you to start when you expect yourself.
I said to do my job.
I did allude to after the game, kind of for the first time, just how hard this past 6 months really has been for you, which for the most part, you put on that face for us, and had that smile, and that great attitude and everything, but this was a lot harder on you, wasn't it? And you really let on, and why and how were you able to just not show it as much as you did?
Well, first and foremost, I got God, so through that, He's able to protect me through everything, but we're in a good moment now, and I don't like looking back. I don't like looking back at the past, and how I was feeling in that moment, or however it was, because I'm here now. So I don't ever dwell on the past and things that happened before.
All right, right there, reporter Mary Kay Cabot says, how do you block out all the, you've been going through a lot lately, man. So how did you block out all of that? How did you keep it going without showing your facial expression? Like, man, first of all, I got God on my side, man. I got God on my side, okay? First and foremost, you know what I mean? And then I don't like dwelling in the past. If in life, you got to move on, right? Keep on moving and don't stop. What? Keep on moving. You got to, right? Because that's hell, right? That's prison. You can live in prison in your head. You can be in prison in your mind. If you keep dwelling on the past, you put yourself in prison. So now you in prison in your mind, right? And what they say, hell, you relive stuff over and over. And now you in the mental hell and mental prison, right? So you gotta move on. You gotta figure out how to move on from certain things that you didn't like, that you went through. You gotta find a way. When life get better, you gotta stop trying to reminisce all the time. Every now and then you can reminisce, but don't reminisce so much that it brings you back down, right? So sometimes in life we think about stuff and it makes us sad, right? Makes us sad, and we like. You got to learn how to keep on moving. Every now and then you want to think about it, cool, but you don't want to think about it or have it. You don't want to water it so much, then it grows and now it takes over you again. Okay, so when it comes to your past and things that you got over, you don't want to water it in your subconscious, and then it starts to grow, and now you sad again, and you're not yourself no more. You want to try your best to keep on moving. Hey, that's real talk. So a lot of stress come from what? Mind. You playing stuff over and over in your mind, or rerun, right? In your mind. This happened, this happened, this happened. We all go through it. You got to try your best to try to shake it out and try to keep on moving. Every now and then, if you think about it, cool, but don't let it, don't water it so much that it grows. Now it takes over you. Now you sad again, you mad again. A lot of people going through that. So he letting you know, look, I I'm past that. I want to keep going because that's the place I didn't like that place, and I ain't trying to go back there. So we all got to learn how to get over that. We got to learn how to keep going.
Well, with some of these guys, the more reps you get, physical reps. I know you've been taking mental reps and you've been doing that throughout the year, but to have these physical reps, does it feel like you're getting a better connection with everybody?
Yeah, of course, day by day, minute by minute, meeting by meeting, of course. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable and like being in that role, being in that position, they're getting more comfortable for me also. So I'm excited, I'm happy for it, and I'm just thankful.
Shedeur Harold.
All right, the reporter asked him, "Hey man, how you feel about getting more reps now with the ones?" So I most likely rep after rep, you get more better comfortable. He's like, "Yeah, for sure. The more time we put in, the more comfortable I get in. The more comfortable I will be with myself that learning the plays instead of just getting thrown out there. If I can get time with the players and the plays, then I feel more comfortable and I can play it out. Hey, a lot of us are hands-on. I'm more hands-on too. I can read it all I want, but if I can't, I got to do it to get muscle memory. So that's what he letting you know. The more time we put in together, the muscle memory, and the more comfortable I get. I'm one of those type of people too. I'm more hands-on-y, so muscle memory. The more times I do it, the better, the more comfortable I get doing it, and then I can get better at it.
Seeing the yards after the catch, he's able to pick up. What's that like for you as a quarterback? And Dylan Sampson made the comment that Harold just never quits on a play.
Yeah. Nah, it's great out there with Harold. I know all the receiver core, that's the goal, is to get yards after catch. So I think he set an example. He set the bar high for us and this team.
No luck Cleveland brings quarterback.
Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Oh, Harry Fanning Jr. Harry Fanning Jr., y'all, number 44. He really liked y'all. Oh, yeah. Harold Fanning Jr. is really like that. Number 44, he's hard to go down. He made quite a few plays in that last game. Oh, snap.
Did it surprise you? And how do you feel?
I don't really go off analytics and all that stuff, and it doesn't really really doesn't matter to me, honestly. I'm focused on what I can do and what I can control.
You could be the first.
I always wish the best, and I do everything I can, for this team and for everybody. But I got a great defense, got a great team, got great receivers, so I'm just thankful.
All right, the reporter or analyst Tony Grassi said, "Hey man, if you win this game, you'll be I guess the first quarterback or a second quarterback to win I believe the first quarterback as a rookie to be a 2-0 start." And he's like, "Hey man, I don't really go with analytics like that. I really don't care. So I'm just focused on doing what I do." He's like, "Well, you could be the first." He's like, that's cool. I'm thankful for it. But I'm not really focused on being the first 2-0 start. I'm just trying to really lock in, get better, and rack up these wins.
Help you, and then did you notice the effect that it seemed to have on the rest of the team?
Well, it's about belief. The reason why I am so confident in the way I am is the guys around believe. So that's what's most important within having a team, within having an offense, within having to have a sport. You got to have guys that believe. So and I'm fully confident in myself throughout everything. And I'm confident in my team, and I'm sure they confident in me also.
I know you got a taste of it coming off the bench yesterday.
All right. So he asks about the energy. Like, whoa, did you notice the energy of when you got in there and the energy around the team? He's like, yeah, I do notice the energy. And it's about, belief. Everybody has a belief. And me as a leader, I have to give them that. I have to give the team hope and belief. And when they got that's what it's about. That's more importantly is the team believing, and then it goes from there. And you're right. If the team don't believe in you, bro, they ain't gonna play for you. You see, any given Sunday, Willie Beeman, what? When the team stop believing in Willie Beeman because all by itself, what they do? We ain't blocking for your ass. Remember that? Any given Sunday, Willie beaming, it's about me. I'm the man. Oh, word. They went out there, they stopped blocking, getting his ass whooped. It's not I in team, baby. Ain't no I in team, baby. Ain't no I in team. Shout out to Shedeur. Shedeur understand that. He's a team player, man. He's a team player.
What do you think? The first start at home in front of that crowd's going to feel like?
I feel like it'll be fun. I feel like it'll be very fun. You gotta understand right now, I'm in grind mode, you know, mentally, understanding how to attack this defense that we're going against, and they're a great team. They got great coaches, everything, but that's where I am mentally right now.
All right, Shador was asked about how you going to feel about your first home game start. And you know, inside, he's like, hell yeah. But he got to keep it calm, even kill. He's like, yo, it's going to be fun. But I'm in grind mode right now. I'm in grind mode. We're going to get San Francisco. Oh, it's going to be packed. It's an early game, too. You know what I'm saying? 1 o'clock in Cleveland. So I got to stay locked in, but it's going to be fun. See, he knows a lot of people, like he said after the win, a lot of people want to see me fail. Oh, they coming back this game. Just like Colorado. Remember Colorado? A lot of those views was haters. A lot of Colorado views, million views, was haters. It's a lot of love too, but a lot of those million views was people who wanted to see them fail every week. So that's what's going to happen this week coming up. It's the San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be a lot of people watching. A lot of love. There's going to be a lot of haters too. Haters always got to watch. You know that. Okay? So he understands that it's a week-to-week basis. The way the circumstances is, that it's a week-to-week basis. I got to perform well enough to play next week, week. He understands that. We don't like it, but that's the cards he dealt. It is what it is, right? And he let him know, look, man, it's going to be exciting, but I can't get too happy because I know I still got to go perform. And we got to rack up these wins. We got to rack up these wins, man.
Not from you, but all your supporters out there say that Kevin Stefanski was sabotaging.
So you just want to start trouble, huh?
No, I want to ask you.
All right, y'all, we to the part. Here's the part. Here is the part about sabotaging. I want y'all to pay attention to the body language, pay attention to the facial expression, everything. All right? This is the sabotages part. I want y'all to pay attention. Watch this. Let's run it back a little bit.
All your supporters out there say that Kevin Stefanski was sabotaging.
So you just want to start trouble, huh?
No, I want to ask you what your relationship with him is.
Yeah, well, what people do outside the building isn't really in my control. It's not in my power. So I go out there and tell them to do whatever. You know, that's not nothing I can control or nothing I can do. But overall, you know, I'm just happy to be here. Coach Stefanski, been coaching since I got here, and you've been doing a very great job, you know, with everything that's going on.
But what is your relationship?
Boom! Y'all see that? Ha ha! Block! Hit the Heisman on that hoe. Hit the Heisman on that hoe. Hit the Heisman on that hoe. That's what he did. Y'all remember that song? Y'all remember that song? Hit the Heisman on that hoe. Hit the Heisman. That's what he did. Hey, bro, don't come here and try to play with me, bro. I'm finally where I want to be. I'm finally starting for the Cleveland Browns for the second week. I'm locked in with my team. Me and my coach, let's get a little better. And you gonna come in and talk about sabotage. Get out of here. Hey, I rebuke you, devil. Devil, I rebuke you, right? I rebuke you, devil. I rebuke you. Get them likes up, y'all. Get the likes up to 40. Get them likes up. All right, let's keep going. He let him know, look, man, I can't control what people say. I can't control what people say. I'm not telling them to say it. They send it on their own. Coach Stefanski been a coach since I got here, and he's doing the best he can. What's going on?
Like with him, and when we don't see you guys together.
Definitely like a coach. You know, he tells me what I need to do on and off the field. We definitely grown. Our relationship and everything has grown. So I'm just thankful to be here.
Damn, did you hear that? What's your relationship? When we don't see you guys, what's your relationship? He said a player coach. He's a player coach. Our relationship has grown now since I'm a starter, but I'm just happy to be here. So, were we wrong or were we right? Were we wrong or were we right? Y'all see that? No teeth. He ain't showing a lot of teeth. He ain't smiling or nothing. He ain't say, yeah, coach is the best coach. He ain't saying that. You know why? Because it ain't true. It ain't true. No, Shador, you're supposed to say everything's good. Why you want him to lie about something that we all know ain't true? So he said no. It's a player-coach relationship. And our relationship has grown, getting better now since I'm a starter. And that's what it is. Can't believe, Coach. I can't believe he said that. Can't believe he. Well, why he say that, man? He not supposed to say that. He supposed to say no sabotage. So they want Shedeur to go outside of the Browns facility with a white picket fence and say no sabotage. No. They want my boy Shedeur to go out in front of the Cleveland Brown facility with a white pit with a goddamn sign that says no sabotage. No, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I don't know what you talk. I don't know. I ain't telling him to say that. And it's a player-coach relationship, and it's getting better now because I'm a starter, and that's what it is. Why you just can't? No, and Kevin Stefanski ain't gonna help me. I ain't gonna help his ass, and I'm cool with that, right? Kevin Stefanski don't stop any narrative about Shedeur. Why should he stop any narrative about him? I'm cool with that. Why is there people mad about that? No, Shedeur, you're supposed to play the media game. Kevin Stefanski is the one who controls you getting in. I'm not kissing up to nobody. I don't care what you're talking about. And guess what? At work, I did the same thing at work. I ain't kiss up. The new boss that came years ago, he was being very rude to me, always bothered me. Guess what? I never kissed his ass. And guess what now? I got more respect now. He respects me now. He respects me now. You know why? Because I don't miss days at work. I stay. If you want me to stay overtime, I do overtime. Guess what? He had to say, God damn, though, you know what? I've been bothering this worker for years on his back, and the workers I pick, they don't show up. They quit. They don't show up. They quit. This guy right here shows up, and he do overtime. Guess what now? He don't bother me now. And guess what now? It's going to be the same thing with Kevin Stefanski. God damn, man. Why did I treat him like this? Sooner or later, Kevin Stefanski gonna look in the mirror. He gonna wake up and say, "Why was I doing this whole ass shit to Shador? He ain't do nothing to me." It's the same thing happened with my job, y'all. I've been there for 16 years. October. He respect me now. See, sometimes you just gotta bet on yourself. Sometimes you just gotta stay yourself and bet on yourself. And people would say, you know what? Damn, some people would look at themselves and say, you know what? I'm tripping, man. That person didn't deserve that. And it's the same thing right now. It's so many people who was talking bad about Shedeur has turned around and said, you know what? He ain't half as bad as I thought. So don't ask people to be fake because you want to. Don't ask people to say kiss ass because you want to kiss ass. I ain't kissing nobody ass. Job or no job, I'm not kissing your ass. So shout out to Shedeur not doing that. And now they gotta respect him. You ain't gotta like him, but you gotta respect him.
You had a conversation with Kevin about remaining the starter earlier this week. Just what was that moment like for you? Because you talked about the work you put in for 6 months to get to the point to just start. But to know that you not only got that opportunity, but you did enough to keep the job. What was that like?
Well, I'll say I'm definitely not comfortable though. So that's first and foremost that I have another opportunity to go out there. But in life, you gotta understand how quickly things come or how long it comes. It could be taken at any point in time. So I'm never comfortable in a situation I'm in. I always want to exceed expectations and always want to grow. You know, and each and every week, I would want to put a better product of myself, be a better version of myself for the team to be out there.
All right, you hear that? Hey, man, you talk about Kevin Stefanski about being a starter for the rest of the season because, you know, you say you worked so hard for 6 months to get here. He said, look, man, I'm here worried about now. I can't worry about what's happening down the road. I got to worry about now because in life, you'll wake up and it's gone. In life, you can wake up and it's gone. So all I can do is focus on now. Doing what I got to do now. Putting the work in now. Because in life, you can wake up and it's gone. You can't get no better answer than that. You can't get no better answer than that. You can worry about me starting for the rest of the season. My fans can worry about me starting for the rest of the season. But I know in the situation that I'm in, I have to focus on game-to-game situation because I know at any time they ready to pull the plug on my ass. So I can't worry about week to week. Down the road. I got to worry about every day at practice and every game. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
How do you see him handle this year? He kind of got off to a slow start. And it seems to be coming out. Obviously, made that huge play for you Sunday.
Dylan been the same all year, mentally. So you wouldn't even know unless you look at the numbers, So he has good energy, good everything, when he's out there. So, yeah.
All right, remember Dylan Sampson, the one who took that swing pass to 66 yards? Hey, I want y'all to know this. All the young players, they got their own group. Shador let us know after the game that all the young players, they got their own group. So remember Mary Kay Cabot? Ain't nobody tell me they like Shador or want Shador to play. All that shit was a goddamn lie. It's sad that they do this, y'all. G. Bush told us that's a lie. The players want his ass. The players want Shador to play. Remember that. G. Bush came out and said, I don't know what they talking about and who they talking to, but when I talk to people inside the building and the players, they all want Shador. And Shador said all the young players got their own group. So who telling Mary Kay, where did she get this information from? We don't know. We don't know.
I know a lot of young fans look up to you and rally behind you. Now you have to go sit and rally behind you for upcoming this Sunday. Just how does that make you feel about all of that?
It is great, honestly, but like I said, I'm not comfortable. As quick as things come, it could leave at any point in time. So that don't really catch my focus, or that's not really in my focus or my plans. I'm thankful for everybody and whoever supports, but I'm focused on getting this team some wins.
You don't sound often that the president of the United States shouts out NFL players. So
Yeah.
For you to get, and I told you so, from the president of the United States, what did that mean to you this week?
Yeah, he definitely been a supporter, for a minute. So I'm just thankful for him, from even taking time out his day to be able to speak out, his support.
You mean to tell me a 5th round pick got the President Trump waking up said, wait, Shador played today? Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you got the President of the United States waking up and said, wait, Shador played today? Oh, hell yeah. I told y'all he was gonna ball out, bet. Wait a minute. Wait. You mean to tell the President of the United States went to social media and said, I told y'all about Shador. He got great genes. Hey, if you want to talk about flex, y'all talk about the Rolly. How about a president of the United States saying, I told y'all about this young man. And guess what? He said it against the Panthers. He said it in the draft. Even in the draft, President Trump said, what the hell are y'all doing, man? Even in the draft, President Trump said, NFL, what's wrong with y'all? Now what y'all gonna say? The president ain't shouting out all these other people. He shouted out one player, Shador. You just gotta deal with it, man. Y'all gotta deal with this.
Sure, obviously, unfortunate circumstances for a while. Dylan Gabriel lost the starting job last week with a concussion, but now that he's back, just how has he sort of shown support for you already this week as you guys get ready for that?
Yeah, definitely. He's a hard worker. He's the same guy. I feel like a lot of people in his locker room is the same within every situation they're in. You understand? He spent a lot of years in college, so he got experience in a lot of different areas and a lot of different people. So he knows how to bond and mesh with different people. So since he's been back, he's been good. He's been good. He's been cool throughout everything.
All right, for y'all who saying Shador don't like Dylan, all that shit is a lie, bro. All is a lie. Dylan don't like Shador. I'm sorry. It's a lie, man. I know every side want to believe that. It's cap, bro. We got to stop lying about when they come to Dylan and Shedeur. They don't hate each other, bro. They don't. And he just told you. Me and Dylan cool, man. I don't know what y'all niggas talking about. Remember after the game, he said, leave Dylan alone, man, after the Ravens game. Leave Dylan alone, man. It's a team thing. If he ain't out there confident, the team is messed up. So the Shedeur versus Dylan personal thing is all cap. So we could just dead that, get that over with. Come on, y'all. Get it to 40 likes. Get it to 40 likes. Get it to 40 likes, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. That's 9 more likes. All right, hold on. We got to get back. We got to get back. We got to get back. I pushed the wrong button, man. I pushed the wrong button. Hold on. I pushed the wrong button on the accident, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. We got to get back. We got to get back. All right, hold on. We gotta get back to the thing. Hold on. What the heck? Hold on, y'all. Where's the video at? Ah, here we go. Here we go. See, so y'all see what's going. So yeah, the Dylan Gabriel versus Shador thing is not real, y'all. It's not real. Hold on. I gotta find it. I forgot what was that. Hold on.
Overall, I'm just happy to be here. Stefanski been coaching. Yeah, out there.
With Dylan Sampson, how do you see him handle this year? He kind of got off too slow.
Rallying behind you for upcoming this Sunday.
Point in time, so I'm never comfortable in situation I'm in.
Remaining the starter earlier this week.
All right, here we go.
What was that moment like for you? Because you talked about the work you put in for 6 months to get to the point.
Oh, no, hold on. We gotta get press that.
Dylan been the same all year, mentally. So you wouldn't even know unless you look at the numbers, So he has good energy, good everything, when he's out there. So yeah.
Shedeur, how do you feel like you're off this one back? I know a lot of people don't feel looked up to you and rally behind you. Now you have the whole city rallying behind you for upcoming this Sunday. Just how does that make you feel about all of that?
It is great, honestly, but like I said, I'm not comfortable. As quick as things come, it could leave at any point in time. So that don't really catch my focus, or that's not really in my focus or my plans. I'm thankful for everybody and whoever supports, but I'm focused on getting this team some wins.
All right, right there. A reporter asked about the support from the city and the fans. He like, look, I'm thankful for everybody, man, but I'm focused on getting the team to win, and I'm just focused right now. So right now, he's just super focused. He appreciate the love though. He appreciate it.
President of the United States, shout out an NFL player. So for you to get, and I told you so, President of the United States, what did that mean to you this week?
Yeah, he definitely been a supporter, for a minute. So I'm just thankful for him. From even taking time out his day to be able to speak out, and support.
There were obviously unfortunate circumstances for why Dylan Gabriel lost the starting job last week with a concussion, but now that he's back, just how has he sort of shown support for you already this week as you guys get ready for that?
Yeah, definitely. He's a hard worker. He's the same guy. I feel like a lot of people in his locker room is the same within every situation they're in. You understand, he spent a lot of years in college, so he got experience in a lot of different areas and a lot of different people. So he knows how to bond and mesh with different people. So since he's been back, he's been good. He's been good. He's been cool throughout everything.
Let's say two more. Specifically with Ethan, just quarterback center. That's such an important connection. Can you kind of describe how that's grown over the last couple of weeks?
The connection definitely grown. I'll say. I'm thankful to have him out there, He makes life easier for me, and he's a smart person, smart player. So, that's definitely a relief when he's out there with me.
How's it feel to be part of it? We've talked so much about this rookie class and how you're contributing as part of it. Just how do you look at the same player group and you being part of it?
I'm just thankful, Andrew Berry made the choices, he made. and the coaching staff for getting us all here. I feel like it's a great class. We all bond together. We're all like family, So I'm just thankful that we're all here together, and I know it's going to be very exciting. And you have high expectations for us. We're here to exceed those.
Y'all see that? I'm thankful for Andrew Berry for picking all the young fly talent. Wait a minute. I'm thankful for Andrew Berry picking all this young fly talent, and we have a bond. Wait a minute. I thought Mary Kay Cabot and other people, we ain't hearing that. Nobody wants Shador. It's all about Dylan Gabriel. No, they like both of them. If you talk to the players, they big up Dylan Gabriel and Shador. So why did Mary Kay and the other act like it's all about? No, it was a lie. Why did Mary Kay never admit and tell us that all the young guys got a packed group together? Why she never tell us this? She there all the time. She told us, then when it come to, don't act like it's just Shador. They're like Dylan Gabriel too. No, we're not talking about Dylan Gabriel right now. We're talking about how they feel about Shador. They always got to throw Dylan Gabriel in there somehow, don't they? Mary Kay Cabot always got to throw Dylan Gabriel in there when we talk about Shador. Why? But when she big up Shador, she don't really about. When she big up Dylan Gabriel, she don't really bring Shador in like that. It's sad, man, that they keep doing that, bro. It's sad, man. It's sad, man, because look, Dylan Gabriel did not ask for this. Shador did not ask for this. The Cleveland Browns did it to both of them. So when the smoke cleared, they both got sabotaged. Now that's real for your butt. When all the smoke clears, you realize both of the rookies got sabotaged because one is getting forced to go in there. The other one is getting pushed back not to learn, right? And now everything has been reversed. Now we see that Dylan Gabriel need more reps more practice with the hungry dogs than Shador do. And Shador is more ready than Dylan Gabriel. Ain't that crazy? So they both have been sabotaged. Both of them.
When you watch them on tape and you watch the game, I'm not trying to ask you to give away game plan, but
For sure.
What do you see when you look at that 49ers?
They're a well-coached team. Honestly, they rush the passer very good. They're great in coverage. They have great disguises overall. They know how to get pressure to the quarterback. So they're a great all-around defense. We know they're gonna have some different, cooking for us. But just going out there, even having this opportunity, to go out there and study him and be able to go on the field is cool. It's very cool. So I'm just thankful for it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, there it is. They asked about the 49ers. He like, bling, I get another week. And then this is going to be a game I get to get measured more by because it's a better team. I'm happy for the challenge, baby. I'm happy for the challenge. Let's do this. Let's go, baby. Hey, shout out to Shador, man, for handling that very well, for learning how the media would twist things up and learning how to combat them, learning how to block certain questions and learn how to call them out, learn how to just ease off the pedal or speed up and certain questions. There you go, baby. There you go. Remember, you are the main attraction. If you don't want to answer something, you ain't got to answer it. Great job for Shedeur, man. I can't wait for Sunday. I'm going to be at work. All right, guys, I'll be at work at 10 o'clock in the morning when the game start. I'll be at work. But don't worry. We will be live after when I get home. As soon as I get home, I'm going to crank it up. All right, I'm going to crank it up. Let me see. All right, y'all. Let's find some videos. Let's find some videos for today. Let's find some videos. Hold on. Let's get some videos. Hold on.
For whatever reason.
I think we when I was working at Notre Dame, we introduced it. Define the look you're going to get. Attack. Obviously, we've had a lot of success here in 2 small sample sizes in games, but we've scored 4 touchdowns and have had some productive runs in the package. Our fullback was unavailable there throughout the game, so that takes you out of certain personnel grouping. So that's kind of, Wildcat's another one you can use in those runs. When I was working.
Okay, this is offensive coordinator letting people know why he used the Wildcat in 2 games. He let you know, like, look, man, at Notre Dame, he used it. Basically, in the last game with Shador, he said the fullback wasn't available, so he had to use that. And I'm cool with it. We scored, man. I'm cool with that. So I'm not really upset with that. I'm cool with that. All right, let's find some more videos. Hold on, y'all. Let's find some more videos. Hold up. Hold up.
Very young, have some.
All right, here we go.
Some of these guys who become really famous when they're.
This is the one where they talk about Shedeur not going to the games, but with the team. All this stuff is a lie. Here you go, right here, y'all. Shout out to the Teflon Don on Twitter. Listen to this. This that dude. What's his name again? His name is Andrea Beer. Let me see. What's his name? No, Albert Breer. All right. This is the guy who's saying this on the phone. Albert Breer. Here we go.
Fully understand. I think some of these guys who become really famous when they're very young have some like child star syndrome, where they maybe don't fully understand like how they come off. So, for example, there were all those rumors. I'm sure you guys remember from Colorado, where he was going to games separate from the team, right? Or
right out the gate. Child stars. They have this child star syndrome where they don't realize how they come off. Wait. What do you mean how they come off? What do you mean how they come off? What does that even mean? A child star syndrome, they don't even know how they come off. Sir, we live in different worlds. So being a star and not being a star, that's different worlds. You wouldn't even understand being a child star and what they got to deal with. How much pressure it is. Especially if your parents is a big deal. Now you live in that shadow. You don't know what that means. So how can you say they don't know how they come off? They didn't never get to really live a regular life. Most child stars have not ever been able to live a regular life. So don't say they don't even know how they come off. What do you want them to? How you want them to come off? They only know what they know. They only know how to move through the world they've been in. I be confused. And then here you go. The rumor that he went to the game by himself. That's a lie. Y'all know that's a lie.
But there were all these different things about like all this different stuff that was going on. And I'm not sure Shador ever knew like he was doing something wrong. I think he just kind of like that's been the life that he's lived because of who he is. And so
I'm not sure Shador knew he was doing something wrong. Albert Breer, what do you mean he don't know if he was doing something wrong? You mean being himself? So being himself is doing something wrong? And what? I don't know if he's doing something wrong because the way he was living. How was Shador doing anything wrong? I tell y'all, boy, every day, every goddamn day, they get up here and make up false narratives about a young man that don't bother nobody. If you don't do it my way, you're doing it wrong. Internet, if you don't do it somebody's way, you're doing it wrong, right? You don't believe in, if you're an atheist, you're wrong. If you're a Jesus lover, you're wrong. You're a Buddhist, you're wrong. No matter what you do, you're wrong on the internet. On the internet, it don't matter what you do. You can give 1,000 kids something to eat, and you have a group of people saying you're wrong. You can help somebody and record it. You'll have people saying, why you recorded? You can't please nobody. I don't think he realized he was doing anything wrong. He ain't did nothing wrong but be who he is. What the hell is this man even talking about?
I think sometimes with some of these guys, there can be a little bit of a lack of self-awareness, and that came off in the pre-draft process. And I don't think any of it is evil or dark or anything like that. But I can just tell you, from some of the people who dealt with him, he just had an air about him that he'd arrived. And again, I don't even know that that's...
What? Wait a minute. I'm not saying it's dark or evil or anything, but the people that dealt with him, he has this thing about him, right? He's arrived. Yeah, when you're the chosen one, that's what it is. I'm confident about who I am. Yeah. Yeah, it's this thing about him that he's arrived. So when Tom Brady act like he arrived, it's all good, right? Patrick Mahomes actually act like he arrived too. It's all good, right? I don't understand these people, man. Shedeur confidence is making these, I'm sorry, y'all. It's making these white men cry, bro. Shedeur confidence is making these white men cry. Because what else are they crying about? Ain't nothing. You see it in the pre-draft process. Man, shut up, man. His pre-draft process ain't no different than anybody else's. Just because he was at his daddy house and built a big spectacle, ain't no different. Every player do not go to the draft on draft day. That's normal, y'all. They stay at home with family. That's all he did was stay at home with family and built a room. That's all he did. He stayed at home with family and friends and just built a little legendary room. It ain't no difference in all them other prospects who stay at home with family in the house. It's the same shit. Why they making a big deal? Because they full of shit. Shador is just more popular than me. Yo, these grown ass man is crazy. These grown man is crazy, man.
I just think that there's a little bit of that. I'm the son of one of the most famous football players ever to put a pair of cleats on, and I've grown up in this environment where I've always been the biggest name, and I've always... Prado. Hey, guys. Prado.
Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up to 50. Get the likes up to 50. Let's go. All right, let's get another one, y'all. Let's get another one.
Thank you.
Let's get another one, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy work, bro. This is crazy work. They be out here wilding. If you didn't know, they did the give back. All right, Cleveland Browns, they did the give back. If you didn't know about that. All right, hold on. Hold on. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Let's go to here. It's crazy, right? I don't know what they be talking about, man. They be wilding, man. They be wilding. Okay, hold on. You're gonna get to. All right. Here is somebody named. There's no doubt he is different. We can't deny that. Okay. I think it's Ken Carmen. Shout out to Ken Carmen.
He has the fan. There's no doubt he is different, right? Like we can't deny that he has a different way about him, which is what I think makes him so unique. It's why I think he has the fan base that he has. He has had success at each of these levels. Now, people look at the overall record. Again, they were a 1-11 football team before Travis Hunter, his father, got there. He's made an impact at every level. So there's two places that he's gone that has immediately raised the level of success and raised the profile of those places. The NFL is a different level of competition. And I think where it started to set in for him was the game against Baltimore, where he sat there on the bench after the game, where Rex Ryan ripped him for it. But I think it sat in going, this is going to be a lot harder than even you would ever realize. The NFL has that way of doing it. I don't need to humble him. You don't need to humble him. And you're not calling for it. I don't think we need to humble him, guys. There's
Kind of like
no doubt he is.
I told you, undeniable. What he has done in two different places, undeniable. What he about to do here is about to be undeniable. You can't deny it, man. He already did it twice. About to do it again. About to do it again. You can't. You need to be humbled. And the football game humbled him. He ain't getting humbled. He's already a nice, appreciative kid already. So he ain't get humbled. He just like, I gotta learn. All right. He don't like losing. He don't like failing. That's it. That's all it is. He need to be humble. Grown ass man, y'all. This is grown ass man. You know what? This is what happened when you get trained by Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and all of them. They breed a whole bunch of crybaby ass grown adults that think that, yeah, man, you need to do this. All this weird. Hey man, I'm glad I broke free from that. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going. Uh all right, they compare him to Baker Mayfield.
Arc. And kind of like Baker. When Baker came in, that was the right guy at the right time with the right attitude that fit this town. Shedeur isn't one for one the same guy that Baker is, but they represent that same spark. And for whatever reason, under Jimmy Haslam, those are the kind of guys that are going to elevate you, right? The guy who doesn't walk, talk, and act like the stereo. He doesn't do what Tom Brady did, where he just bored you to tears. He doesn't do what other great quarterbacks do, because that's just not who they are. That's not how they're wired. And unless you get that guy in the draft, and you're not in the position to do it right now, this is the kind of guy that I think does have a chance, because it's almost like all the crap that comes with being a Browns quarterback, he doesn't care about.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought you needed somebody different in order to turn this thing around with the Browns anyway. That's why, but there's so many similarities. That's why every convo feels like there's something with Baker Mayfield that just looms, and it's not the idea that Baker was here and we went through 4 years with Baker. It's the idea that they carry a lot of the same traits. The two of them just do. And so, like, the parallels are there, and the idea that they are wired just a little bit different.
Kind of there's a Baker.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. They say Baker Mayfield and Shedeur Sanders share the same type of aura that galvanized the team and in the city. Hey, I'm not mad at it, man. I ain't mad at it. All right, let's go over here. Where's the other one at? ESPN joint. Here we go.
In here going, I had guys like Trotter and Grossi in here going, he's going to go 20 yards backwards. He's one sack Sunday. He learned. He finally got some freaking practice time, and that's all he needed. The kid, they were so concerned about everything. The kid looked fantastic based on what he had to deal with, how he was rushed in, how he was buried for 5 months. I thought that kid aced the test last week. Hey. I had guys like
Tony Grossi. He watched what Shador performance last week. For barely any practice, and he said he did pretty good. A lot of us, even the ones who think he didn't do that good, we cool with it. It is what it is, man. All right, we got Travis and Jason Kelsey. They are 11. Here we go.
Start gets your Shedeur. Let's go. My dog goes in, gets his first start, gets his first dub. Let's go, man. The 45th starting QB for the Browns since 1994. First Browns QB to win in his first official start since 1995.
Yeah.
Cleveland's been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this.
I cannot wait to watch this week. That is for damn sure. Brian Clark said this, which I thought was really good. So I'm going to steal it. In one game, Shedeur showed them more than they had seen really in any of the games with Gabriel, right?
100%.
And that's not a shot at Gabriel. It's just the reality of it. They had at least a big play. It wasn't like he was out of this world. Like he was like 11 for 20 or something like that. Didn't have amazing stats, but he made a couple big plays. And for a first start, won in the game and had some pretty good success. So now we get to see it again. The Shedeur Sanders experience against the San Francisco 49ers.
So, again, you're going to have people on one side, one people on the other side. It is what it is. But guess what? You can't deny what you seen on last Sunday that you want to see it again. You can't deny it. What you seen last Sunday, you know you want to see it again. You can't deny it. Can't deny it. Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up to 40. Get the likes up to 40. Let's go. Can't deny it. Now, guess what, y'all? Let's take a break from the videos. I want y'all to understand this. Since the Ravens lost last night, there is a chance that the Browns can make the playoffs if certain things go right. We need the Ravens to lose 3 more times, right? We need the Ravens to lose 3 more times, and we need to go undefeated in divisional play for the rest of the time, right? So we need Ravens to lose 3 more times, and we need the Bengals to actually beat the Ravens and the Steelers beat the Ravens. Then we beat both of them and win out. There was a good chance that we could finish 9-8 and win the division. I know it's a long shot. Hold on. I know it's a long shot, baby. I know it is. But can you imagine all the stuff that happened in the draft? All the stuff that happened in camp? All the stuff that happened during the season? And Shedeur is the one who saves all the season. Is one of the ones who helped save your season. And all the chips fall and you finish 9-8. And everybody else win 1, lose 2, and all of that add up. And you make the wild card. They better hope Cleveland don't make the wild card. They better hope Cleveland don't make the wild card. Because you talking about a documentary? I mean, the documentary already gonna be crazy. From growing up to college to NFL. But if the chips fall and Cleveland went out and they end up 9-8 and everybody else win, lose, win, and they make the wild card, oh my God. They better hope Cleveland don't make the wild card. Because I'm telling y'all right now, they think it's a problem now with the fans. You don't even know what's about to happen. If the chips all fall down the way that we hope it fall down, that Cleveland win out and the teams above them lose more games than win in their division, and Cleveland 9-8 and they make the wild card with that defense, all I'm gonna tell y'all is, you think it's crazy now. You think the city of Cleveland is rallying behind Shador now. Can you picture in your mind how crazy that would be? An aha moment? That would be one of the biggest aha moments you ever seen in your life. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's a big, big shot. If Dylan Gabriel would have won a couple more games, it would be a lot easier. I'm going to keep it on. If Dylan Gabriel would have won a couple more games, just like 2 or 3 more games, it would be way easier to do this. Way easier. But it didn't happen. They better not let Shedeur and the Cleveland Browns make the wild card with this hungry defense. They better not let it happen. They better hope the line and don't happen. Because if it happens, can you imagine the faces of the people who did not believe? Can you imagine the faces of the people who said he would never make it after a start and a half, that he should be done, that he ain't the franchise drafting up? Can you imagine the faces of those people? I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better hope it don't happen. The naysayers better hope. I got a feeling, I got a hunch that this thing might play out that way. I know it's one game at a time, but I got a feeling it just a little, it's not that big, that it just might happen. And if that happens, oh my God. You talking about people who got to run and hide? You know how many people who got to run and hide if this happens? Even if Shador win the next 2 games, that means he's 3-0. You know how many people who got to ride after the 3-0 start? Do you know how many people who going to run and hide after Sunday? If they pull off the win on Sunday, you know how many people who going to run and hide? You can't say it's just the 49ers. You can't say that. You can't say it's just the 49ers. You can't say that. You can't talk about their defense. You can't say that. You can't talk about Brock Purdy. You can't say that. You can't talk about their running back. You can't say that. You can't talk about the coach. You're not going to be able to talk about nobody if they end up beating them on Sunday. There's going to be a lot of people running and hiding and making excuses again. Then they got the Tennessee Titans, what they should win. That means he's going to be 3-0. And then they got the Bears that's playing good, but that's a winnable game. And then they got Buffalo after that. That's a winnable game. And then they finish off with who? Divisional games. The Steelers and the Bengals. I'm telling y'all right now, you better hope it don't happen. You better hope. But I think it's gonna get close. They get past 49ers. Oh my God. I believe the 49ers might be the biggest test of the last 6 games. They get past 49ers. Oh my God. You better start shaking in your goddamn boots, boy. You better start shaking in your boots. Because if you look at the schedules of everybody, the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Ravens, go look it up. I did it myself. It's not too far-fetched that it can all go as planned. The Ravens still got to play the Packers, the Bills. Them losing 3 more games is highly likely. I'm telling you right now, they still got to play the Packers and the Bills, and they got to play the Steelers and the Bengals again. It's highly likely that the Ravens lose 3 more games. And it's highly likely that the Bengals will lose more games than they win. And it's highly likely that the Steelers can lose more games than they win. It's highly likely. And we got the tiebreaker over the Miami Dolphins. All I'm saying is, Sunday, if we come with a W on Sunday, it's getting very, very close to it all panning out. And y'all better hope it don't pan out. Not us. I'm talking about the haters and the naysayers. Because if Shador is able to finish 9-8, and everybody win and lose and win, and they win a division, and they make that wild card with Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett been itching to get back to the playoffs. What? With that new regime? With what? And you know Shador played with a chip on his shoulder. He might smile and do all this, but he always played with a chip on his shoulder. Do not let the Cleveland Browns make the wild card with that hungry-ass defense they got. With Myles Garrett bearing down, because, you know, Myles Garrett, he want to get back to the playoffs. I'm telling y'all right now, you better not let it happen. You think the city of Cleveland is happy now or got hope now? I'm telling y'all, it's highly likely that the Ravens lose 3 more games. They got to play the Packers and the Bills, the Steelers and the Bengals again. It's highly likely they lose 3 more games. And then you go look at the Bengals and the Steelers. It's highly likely they lose more games than they win. It's highly likely it can happen. And they got to play the Browns again. So the Browns beat both of them and win out, and then they got to. I'm trying to tell you right now, man. It's highly likely it might happen. I'm not. It's a long shot. It's a very long shot, but it's gearing up. It's gearing up, y'all. It's gearing up. And who play on Sunday? Dude, who? Let me see. Who do the Steelers play on Sunday? Do the Steelers play the Bills on Sunday? Let me see. I think the Steelers play the Bills on Sunday. Hold on, let me see, y'all. Hold on. I think the Steelers do play the Bills on Sunday. Hold on. Hey, it's getting real crazy, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, if we do what we got to do on Sunday, it's that much closer. All right, hold on. Let's go NFL. Let's go to Sunday. Yep. Pittsburgh and the Bills. Pittsburgh and the Bills, y'all. So we need the Bills. Yeah, we need the Bills to win that. Pittsburgh and the Bills. So we need the Bills to win on Sunday. And we win on Sunday too? Okay. So the Bills win on Sunday. We win on Sunday. And we're going to need New Orleans to beat Miami. But if they don't, it's all good. Let's look at Miami's schedule. Miami might beat New Orleans. Let's look at Miami's schedule, y'all. Let's go to Miami's schedule. Who they got? Who Miami got? So Miami got the Saints. They got the Jets. Okay. So, all right, y'all. Miami got 2 winnable games, the Saints and the Jets. But after that, they got the Steelers, the Bengals, the Buccaneers, and the Patriots. So we ain't got to worry too much about the Miami winning a lot. They got 2 winnable games, and after that, they got dog fights. All right? They got dog fights after that. All right, the Steelers. Let's go to the Steelers, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, it might happen, man. This stuff might happen. I'm not saying it will, but oh God, it might happen. Okay? Now, the Steelers got the Bills next. We already talked about, which we hoping they lose. Then they got to play the Ravens. We want them to split the Ravens. Lose against the Ravens, then beat the Ravens, okay? So we are cool with a split. If they lose against the Ravens and beat them at the end of the year, we cool with that. But we'd rather them beat them now. So we hope they beat the Ravens we hope they beat the Ravens. Then they got the Dolphins, they got the Lions, then they got us, and they got the Ravens. So we hoping they beat the Ravens one of those times, and then we cool. We don't believe they're gonna win out anyway. But beat the Ravens, you gotta play the Dolphins. We might beat the Dolphins, but you ain't go. The Lions gonna be locked up. So the Lions might not play everybody, but so we don't know. Then they gotta play us. Okay, it can happen. It can happen. It can definitely happen. Then the Bengals got who? The Bengals got schedule. The Bengals got okay. The Bengals got the okay. So the Bengals wait. Okay, yeah, we already talked about it. The Bengals got the Bills. My bad. The Bengals are the Bills. Then after that, the Bengals got the Ravens. So we need the Bengals to beat the Ravens. We need the Bengals to beat the Ravens. Then they got the Dolphins, most likely, and the Cardinals, and then they got us. Okay? So we need the Bengals to beat the Ravens, man. All right, we needed to beat the Ravens. We need them to beat the Ravens. So it can happen, man. This stuff can happen, man. All right, this stuff can happen. And hey, man. It can happen. It can definitely happen. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's going on. All right, y'all. Let's get to some of these comments, man. Let's get to some of these comments. Before we get out of here, let's get to some of these comments. Hold on. I gotta get back because my comments froze up. So I can't see nothing. So let's get to these comments. All right. So let's get to these comments. All right, let's go. Let's get to some of these comments, y'all. All right. Who we got? Anthony says Steven's not good. He said, yo, go Jets. Cleveland is winning anything. Cleveland is winning anything with not legendary Shador and QB. Can't wait till he's out of here. Okay. Dirt Slinger don't like Shador. Okay, respect. R30 says Navajo starting. They want him to sabotage his position. We're talking about somebody else. Okay. Corey says he's about them Cowboys. Oh, how about them Cowboys? Yeah, Cowboys did their thing for 2 weeks in a row. Shout out to the Cowboys. Let's go up. Black Smart Media says all of a sudden people are seeing the light. What you think about Nick Wright said about 12? Black Star Media, what did Nick Wright say about 12? What did he say? Let me know, Nick Wright. Get the likes up to 50, y'all. Get the likes up to 50. What did he say about 12? I don't know what he said, so you're gonna have to enlighten me, Black Star Media. What did he say? Browns does have to win all. Black Star Media, Sports Madness, how you doing? I don't know what Nick Wright said, so you're gonna have to let me help me out. Aruka Girl says, listen, Thanksgiving was yesterday, but you just deep fried Ryan like a turkey. Maybe not Shedor's fault, but his team and advisors telling him not to go to Philly or Baltimore or sabotage. No, it's not, because Lamar will not be hurt for a long time, most likely, and Philly, Jalen Hurts won't be hurt for a long time. So you gotta hope that they got to be hurt for a long time. So no, it was right. It was not sabotage. Why Shedeur can't refuse when Raven? Because he wanted to start somewhere. Shedeur is smart. He's not trying to start trouble on the field. He's is where Shedeur needs to do his thing, which is already happened. Yes. Leidra says he should have been a first round pick. Look at his talent. Leidra, yeah, it is what it is. They decided they didn't want to pick him, and nothing we could do about it. It's over now, though. It's over now. Caveman said we speaking facts. Brother says because he was not a first round pick. Facts. Okay. Vanessa never right. Caveman says never. It's going to be a thing. All sports commentators say report to the fans whether they play good or bad. Vanessa says okay, talking to somebody else. I don't agree with that. Okay. Facts. Red is losing coach with a foot fetish. Oh yeah, you already said that. Fitzwater was mainly NFL, didn't like his father. Let's go up some more. Okay, that's it. That's all. That's all the messages right there. Okay, no, let's go down some more messages, some new ones. Oh, some new messages. Ernie says, crazy after a year we had. I really think that with Deshaun playing QB, by the end of the year, he can get in for sure. Okay, Ernie, you like Deshaun? Okay, you want Deshaun to finish the year off? Okay, respect. Tone says, it's the NFL. If a team wants you in the third round, don't complain and lie about sabotage and being blackballed if you refuse to get drafted. Okay, that's your input on that. I respect it. Black Star Media says he said 12 had to win against the Raiders, or else he should be benched all year and kicked off the team. But he won, so I wonder. I wonder what he say now. That's a crazy take, anyway. If Nick Wright really said that, that's a crazy take. Tome says Lamar Jackson missed several games this season, and Shador would have played with Ravens. That's not hypothetical. That's why. That's an if. You want to bake on if? Tone. You don't know who gonna get injured, so you want him to bake on if Lamar get injured. No, we don't want to bake on ifs. We're gonna go somewhere where it's guaranteed. And guess what? He's playing now, and Lamar is back. Tone says, Black Star says, after 12 rookie year, should he stay in Cleveland? Miles get $40 million a year. What you mean? Should he stay? He's signed for 4 years. Where is he going to go? Unless he asks for a trade, where is he going? If he act, where is he going? Like for real, like this is the best case scenario right now. We can't trust anybody else to be different. So stick it out. He got 4 years with this team. He signed a 4-year deal. 3 more years after this, and then if you don't like it, dip out. Where you gonna go? Shout out to Myles Garrett. He's earning all his money, isn't he? Ernie says, Tone F that players should always dictate what teams they get drafted to, especially where more of a superstar are. Role players settle for whatever corporate tells them to do. I don't agree with that because there's a lot of role players that contribute to a lot of wins. So I think they should, once they prove themselves, they should have the same luxury of getting out too. That's my opinion though. Was it guaranteed with the Browns? No, he's set for 11 games. Tone, show me a message where you knew he was going to get hurt. Show me right now. Point to me where you knew he was going to get hurt. Tone, you people like you are crazy. Point to me where you knew he was going to get hurt for a lot of games. You had no idea. So I'd rather go to the Browns where there's a better chance of me playing than go to a team where I got to say, I hope he get injured. I hope Jalen Hurts get injured. I hope Lamar Jackson get injured. I'd rather go to the Browns where there's a better chance of me playing. And guess what? He's playing. You sound dumb. Why you ask me what 12 jersey yet? I get a 12 jersey when I want to get a 12 jersey. What the hell they got to do with anything? Makes no goddamn sense at all. What's me having a 12 jersey right now or later got to do with anything? I don't know. I seen you write in the comments before. What's it got to do with anything? Ernie says, Ernie, you have no idea. Okay. R30 Tone, he says, you're missing the point. Go to the NFL to be in a position to be a starter, not warming up for a team. Exactly. He don't want to be no backup. Show me where you knew he was going to get hurt. I bet you can't do it. Show me you knew he was going to get hurt. I bet you can't do it. I bet you can't do it. Think about it all. The best QBs has the number 12 and 16. Black Star, I don't even know. What does that even mean? What does it even mean having 12 and 16? What does that even mean? What does that got to do with right now? I have no idea what that means. I don't even know what that means, bro. I don't even know what that means, bro. What got to do with right now? I have no idea what that means. My bad. I don't even know what that means, bro. What does that mean? Think about it. 12 and 16 and great quarterbacks. What does that even mean? What does that got to do right now? I don't know. Aaron Rodgers was a backup for 4 years. How did his career work out? Tone, you're trying your best you're trying your best to ignore the facts. That's your problem. You want to be right so bad instead of ignoring what Shedeur said. Shedeur wanted to start. He wanted to play. In order for Shedeur to play, a person has to get hurt. Why go there when you can go somewhere where you can win the starting job? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's crazy. You can go somewhere where you can win the starting job. Ain't no way you don't understand that. You can't understand that. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. He don't even understand that, yo. He can't even understand. He don't even understand that, bro. That's crazy. What are you talking about? Kevin would get fired. Kevin would get fired for what? That's the problem. Media and fans put too much pressure on going QBs and making be successful from day one. Yeah. Leave him alone, man. Let him grow. If he a rookie, let him be a rookie. Man, from day one, you got to do this. No, you don't. He a rookie. Let him grow. He a rookie. Let him grow. I agree with that. You put too much on rookie quarterbacks. Let him grow. That's the problem with y'all. If he don't go in there, he ain't a franchise quarterback. He ain't a franchise quarterback. He didn't have a chance to prove himself yet. What are you talking about? You need to draft another quarterback. Yeah. Tone, Favre days was numbered and Packers held on too long with Favre. Look, I don't mind a quarterback being the backup to a starter. I don't mind that. But some players, it ain't in them. Some players, it ain't in them to be a backup. Now, if they get a good situation, they'll respect it. But when they get their time, you ain't getting it back. Or it's going to be hard to get it back. That's it. Respect that Shador not a backup. Respect it. Why you just can't respect it? Well, Brett Favre did it, and Aaron Rodgers did it, and who cares? He ain't them. He want to play now, like Travis. Travis want to play now. There's certain players that don't want to wait 1 year. That's why certain college players, they don't like the red shirt. I don't want a red shirt. I want to play right now. Even if it's a bad season, I'd rather play than red shirt. That way I can get my feet wet. Then next year it's on. For you to know that and still act like you don't understand why he went to the Browns instead of the goddamn Ravens? Stop watching TV, bro. Your common sense is shot, bro. How can you not understand why he did what he did? There's no way if you got common sense, you can't figure that out. If you got common sense and watch sports, there's plenty of college players that tell you, I'd rather play than redshirt. I don't care if I get my ass whooped. At least it's a learning experience, and next year I'll be better. There's players that tell you this, and you still gonna act like, I don't even know why he didn't go to the Ravens. I don't know why he didn't go to the... Because he have a better chance of going to the Browns playing and starting than going to the goddamn Eagles and the goddamn Ravens. It's simple to understand. I don't understand it. Brett Favre did it, and Aaron Rodgers did it, and guess what? And Love did it, and guess what Love said? If you sign back Aaron Rodgers, I ain't coming back. Guess what Jordan Love told the Packers? You bring back Aaron Rodgers again. I dare you, and I'm not coming back. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. R30 is right. They held on to goddamn Brett Favre too damn long. Brett Favre should have been gone. He's right. And that's why Jordan Love said, I backed up Aaron Rodgers for... I respect it. I dare you to sign his over-the-hill ass again. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Guess what they said? Okay, you know what? You are a young star quarterback. You know what, Aaron Rodgers? Nah, we good. Yeah. I dare you to shine Aaron Rodgers again. The over-the-hill Aaron Rodgers. I dare you to do it again. I sat behind him for like 3-4 years. I dare you to do it again. I dare you to do it, Green Bay. Do it if you want to. Do it. Remember, I know because Green Bay, my team. Green Bay is one of my sports teams. You know I know what time it is. He said, I dare you to do it. I dare you to do it. They said, okay, you know what? You're right, bro. Get up out of here. What? You better stop playing, man. You better stop playing. You better stop playing. You think Travis would have been cool with not playing? You think Travis would have been cool with not playing? Stop playing yourself, bro. Some of y'all are so programmed that you just, instead of using common sense, you just go with the program. Nope. Like a goddamn robot. Bro, you don't always got to be a robot to this stuff. Use your common sense, bro. You're being a robot right now. You should have just went to the Eagles because they're a better team and Lamar Jackson. I don't give a fuck who it is. I want to play. I'm going to the Browns. No, you should have went to the Eagles. I don't care who Jalen Hurts is. I'm going to the Browns. And guess what happened? It all worked out. No matter how gleamy it looked, it all worked out. No matter how unpromising it looked, it all worked out. And you can't just admit that. Admit it. It all worked out. Admit it right now. You know what? He bet on himself and it worked out. You can't even do that. You should have went over there and learned under Lamar. No. I want to play now. And it all worked out. And you just can't admit it. Because you know deep down inside, it worked out. And you can't admit it. Huh? Something inside of you can say, you know what? He bet on himself and it worked. Why you just can't admit that it worked, bro? Admit that the young man bet on himself and it worked. Nah, man. No. No, man. No. Something wrong with you. Be like Aaron Rodgers, man. Be like Aaron Rodgers, man. And be like, you know, all these other people, man. No. No, man. He bet on himself. He won. And you don't want to admit it. He bet on himself. He won. You don't want to admit it. How did it work out? He still said 11 weeks. So did he play right away or no? Tone, Exactly. You're one of those people with no. See, you're one of those people who think you winning, but you're actually losing. You're losing the argument with common sense. See, you want to speak obvious and ignore the obvious. You lose like that, right? You want to speak obvious and ignore the obvious, what makes you lose the argument. You can't speak obvious and then ignore the obvious. You can't do that. You have to respect that he bet on himself and it won. He bet on himself and he started. It don't matter if he didn't start week 1. It don't matter if he didn't start week 5. He's starting now and he won. He bet on himself and he won. He went to Cleveland to be a starter and it's happening. It don't matter if it's just for this rest of this year. It happened. And you can't admit it. Just admit it won. It worked out. No, man. Did he start right away? And you're just looking for an argument. You one of those people who look for an argument. You're looking for one. We ain't going to give you one. All we going to do is tell you it worked out. And that's it. You're looking to be right. I want to be right. I want to be right so bad. I want to be right so bad. You can't state the obvious and then ignore the obvious. You can't do that. You can't state the obvious 11 weeks and then ignore the obvious that it worked out. You can't do that. You're going to lose every time. Because common sense beat people like you every time. Using common sense beats you every single time. There's so many people like you out there, and all we got to do is use evidence with common sense, and we're going to beat your ass every goddamn time. We're going to beat you every time. What argument? People on live stream think having an argument about sports is just conversation and difference of opinion. Exactly. And facts come with it too. It ain't about difference of opinions. You can't ignore facts. See, when you're wrong, you're gonna say it's just opinion. But when you're right, you're gonna gloat. I told you. No, people like you, when you talk to us online, when you right, you gloat about being right. But when you're wrong, it's just opinions. No. You're wrong. Just say you're wrong. Just say it. Because when you're right, you're gonna admit that you're right. You're gonna pat yourself on the back. So when you're wrong, just admit it. He bet on himself and he won. That's it. But it's so hard for you because you're so programmed. You're so programmed to talk like that and not say, you know what? Shador did bet on himself and win. It hurts you to say that because you want to be right. He should have started week 1. The cards did not pan out that way. But he came to Cleveland to start and it worked out. That's all that matters. He wanted to start and now he started. That's it. He didn't start week 1 and he didn't get this. We don't care about none of that. That's water under the bridge. That's past tense. You still stuck in the past tense. We in the present. That's your problem. You keep bringing up stuff in the past. We don't care about that anymore. We're talking about right now. He's the starting QB of the Cleveland Browns right now, and that's all that matters. What about this and what about that? We don't care about that. That's the past. We moved on. We have moved on, sir. You need to move on. No, the past give me life. See, holding on to the past give you life. That's the only thing you got is the past. He didn't start then. We don't care about that. He's starting now. So whatever he wanted out of Cleveland, he getting it now. And that's all that matters. And we build on it. Man, no. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. So Deshaun coming back to snatch the job. Everyone has a choice in life. You let other men dictate your decision. Don't expect everyone to be like that. So Ernie believed Deshaun gonna snatch the job. Okay, Ernie. Hey, Ernie, you believe Deshaun Watson gonna snatch the job from Shedeur. Okay. All right. You're not the only one, bro. You're not alone, bro. You're not the only one who believes that. Okay, cool. We're going to see. And if it don't happen, come next year, is Deshaun Watson not the starter, you bring your ass back in here and say, I was wrong. Because whenever Shador played bad, I'm going to say, yeah, he played bad. When he played good, I'm going to say he played good. So if Deshaun Watson not the starting quarterback for the rest of the season or starting next season, you better come on back and say, I was wrong. You just can't expect people to have different perspective. Tone. Whenever I said your perspective was wrong, I said You are wrong because he told you why he did what he did. You the one who's fighting why he did what he did, not us. It's you. We respect his decision why he did it. You're the one trying to say it's wrong. It's wrong. You're the one. You're fighting yourself on this. We're not fighting you. You're fighting yourself. Why are you going against somebody else's decision that worked out? It makes no sense. It ended up working out in the long run. So why are you going against it if it ended up working out? It makes no sense at all. You're fighting yourself on this. We're not fighting you. You're fighting yourself. R30 says, can't answer the question, says it all. Hey, R30, you see this, R30? R30, you see this? This man is stating the obvious and then ignoring the obvious. It don't matter when it happened, it happened. It's like somebody saying, I prayed for times like this. It took 10 years. Did it not happen? It still happened. It don't matter if it took 10 years to happen. They said they prayed and they meditated for this to happen. It took 10 years to happen. It still happened. No, man. Meditation and believing in God is fake because it took 10 years. No, I did 10 years ago. I meditated and asked the universe or whatever you want to call it for this, and it happened. So God or the universal God, whatever they believe in, is false because it took 10 years? That makes no sense. It still happened. It's not up to you when it happened, sir. Tone. You don't dictate when it happened. It happens when it happens. In your mind, if it didn't happen like this, then it didn't work. No, it's not up to you, sir. It's not even your life. It's not your plans. It has nothing to do with you. Why are you so emotionally attached to something that ain't got nothing to do with you? Maybe you should detach from the internet. Maybe you should detach from sports and go live your life and then come back. You're so attached to something. You're so programmed. It ain't got nothing to do with you. And you so gung-ho about, no, man, it's my perspective. We respect your perspective. You don't respect his perspective. You want us to respect your perspective, but you don't want to respect Shedor's perspective that actually panned out. You see how crazy you look? Respect my perspective, but you don't respect Shedor's that actually panned out. It depends on the beginning. It don't matter. It's not up to you when it happens. It's up to the coaches and organization. So why are you putting a time limit on something when it's not even up to you anyway? It ain't up to him or you. Why are you doing that? Because you're programmed. You watch too much Stephen A. Smith. You watch too much Skip Bayless. You watch all these people who are programmed to tell you, if this didn't happen, then you're a bust. If it didn't happen in this time, you would bust. Really? Says who? Who made the rules that if you don't this make you a bust if you ain't do it this time? You're not a GOAT if you don't do this. Who made all these rules up anyway? We is brought up with these damn analysts and we believe everything they say is the facts on all facts. But when you start paying attention, you see it ain't up to you. It ain't up to me or you. You don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. It ain't up to you if somebody deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. It has the stats, and the stats say you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. It ain't up to you or me. You don't deserve all that money. It ain't up to you or me if they deserve all that money. It's up to the organization and the value they see in that person if they get the money. But you have people up there, you don't deserve all that money. Overpaid. It ain't up to you. It's not your money. You're not part of the organization. And if they see the value or if they're desperate, they're going to give them the money. It is what it is. Even underpaid. We can think somebody underpaid, but we're not the company or the manager or the general manager. If they want to try to skim off some money, they have every right to try to do that. It's their business, and it's up to the what is it called? The agent and the player to agree or not to agree. We don't have nothing to do with it. We don't have no say so in none of this stuff. So Don't get too wrapped up into stuff you have no say-so in. I had to learn that. I used to be just like you. Hey, Tone, I was just like you before. I was so involved, emotionally involved in this stuff. So emotionally fighting with people every day. Saying you that I don't do that no more. I unplugged myself. In the Matrix, I unplugged myself and I realized how stupid I look. I started playing back how I acted about sports with other people that I don't even know and realized how stupid I look. Arguing over these things, fighting over these things. I look very stupid. And so I made a conscious effort to never do it again. That's why I can see how calm I am. I didn't used to be like, I'll cuss you out. What the fuck are you talking about, man? I don't do that anymore because we look stupid doing it. And you look very immature. Respect my perspective, but you don't want to respect Shador's perspective. Respect my thoughts, but you don't want to respect Shedeur thoughts. How does that look? You look very immature doing that. You look very sad, idiotic doing that. Respect me when I say about a player, but you don't want to respect them. You don't want to respect their perspective and their decision. No, it's what I say. No, it's not. It ain't nothing about what you say. And most of the time, when people like you comment on stuff, you don't even know what the hell you talking about. You going off like he say, she say. You do know most sports shows are just gossip shows. You do know that, right? You do know most sportscasters and sports analysts are just gossiping ass motherfuckers. You do know that, right? You do understand that's what you're doing. You don't really base your stuff off of facts. You want to be a gossip motherfucker. You do know that, right? I just want you to know. All you got to do is this. Watch a game and then go to the post game. And then if they do anything outside of the game, they gossiping. You know that. They do it every day. You don't believe me? Okay, watch this. We got a basketball game today, right? And we got an NFL football game today. I want you to watch who is it? The Mavericks and the Lakers game today. And then watch what people say after the game. Let's see if they stick it just basketball. No personal shots. We got the Bears playing. Who the Bears playing today? Just watch, y'all. I want y'all to watch how they take it out of the sports for no reason at all. They say stuff, oh, this person don't like this person with no proof at all. Well, it looked like this, so it has to be true. Well, in the video clip, it looked like this, so it has to be true. Anybody can post a 10-second clip and then write a title that's not lies. That don't mean it's true at all. People do it every day. Oh, this means this. How do you know? You got to watch the whole clip. How do you even know it's true? They don't know. They don't know. It's what I say. So opinions are facts today. Opinions are facts without truth. We don't need truth. It's my opinion. It's facts and respect it. No. We know the truth, so we don't respect your opinion. Now, we understand it, but we're not going to respect it because you don't want to do the due diligence to find out the facts. You know goddamn well why Shador chose the Browns. Because his daddy said it, and he said it. Now, if you don't want to do your homework to find out, then don't do it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're about to get up out of here, though. About to get up out of here. We're about to get up out of here. About to get up out of here. All right. So I'll see y'all this afternoon. Most likely, if I might go live again this afternoon. If not, I'll probably drop an upload. I'll see y'all this afternoon. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. It's your boy, Lee the Conscious One. I ain't hard to find. Deion Sanders, Scope Buffs. All right. Shout out to Colorado. It didn't happen the way we want it to happen, but it is what it is. And shout out to everybody, man. And shout out to our boy. Part 2. Season starting part 2. 49ers. They said it's going to be a crazy weather game. So tomorrow, we're going to go live early in the morning again. And we're going to talk about predictions, okay? So meet us back here tomorrow early in the morning for predictions. With that being said, I see y'all when I see y'all. Y'all be cool. Y'all stay blessed, man. And I'll see y'all again. Bang.